All right, we've been having a lot of controversy on wet clear, and our buddy Tin over there, he's ran into some serious problems with personal issues, and you know, we over here at SWRNC understands personal issues and take them very seriously, but I've been getting a lot of calls on this wet clear, where I can buy it, how can I get it. I've been trying to contact people, nobody's contacting me back. I've went to PayPal and paid for it, I haven't got my product, this, that, and the other. So I have actually traced down the factory that makes the wet candy clear, allcandy.com wet clear, and we're going to call them and ask them exactly what the situation is on this product.
Welcome to D.I.Y. Automotive School with my friend Pete and Minnie, the body shop girl. It's everything you need to know about cars and more.
Finishing up on the buff job on our 65/6. He claims it's a 65 Mustang. I think it's a 66, but it's the owner's car. He can think what he wants. The reason I think it's a 66, if Minnie comes over here with that camera, there's a little nipple right there. That nipple right there represents, that is where the clip goes on for the chrome. Well, in 1965, they didn't have the little nipples. They had the clips that you screwed on. Now he still claims it's a 65, so it might be a late model 65, I don't know, but I know in 65 it didn't have these little nipples. But whatever, it really doesn't matter if it's a 1998 to me, because we're almost done with this thing. Now we were talking about this clear over here. Alright, I've done several videos on it. This will be the last video I'm going to do on this clear. I think I proved my point. It's called Wet Extreme on this one, and we used it a couple days ago on the small parts that we painted, and you were with me when I painted that. Why are you doing all that? But why are you doing all that?
I'm just trying to be a good camera girl, Pete. Well,
I mean, I can stand there with my finger here for like 19 minutes while I'm talking, or you can like zoom in and look at it and then come back up here.
Sorry.
That's being a good camera person.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. You gotta be on camera 99.9%
Well, I've been out here bumping this all day long.
Yeah, okay,
I'm tired.
So pitch me out.
You're tired. We're all tired. You know, we're doing this review on this clear coat that we've done twice already. This is the third time.
Yeah, you sound real gung-ho over it.
I'm just tired, okay? You want to come in here? Come on in here. Let's look at this.
Yeah, people really want to use the stuff the way you talk.
Okay, my wife, Minnie, the body shop girl, is very tired right now, so don't pay attention to her.
No, I'm irritated with you.
She's irritated with me, not the clear coat. I thought you liked wet.
I got no opinion on it. I don't paint.
Give me the camera.
No.
Give me the camera.
No.
Give me the camera.
No. The
Oh, so you don't want people to see that you're smiling behind the camera.
The only reason
They can hear you.
No,
Come on in here.
You know, the only reason I think anything about the stuff is because of the name. It's funny.
Yeah. So we painted this stuff 2 days ago. If Minnie can bring that camera over here, and I told you how it holds its resistance, or should we say, what word ever I used, and you can see that it does hold the clear retention, and it looks really nice. So when you are using this clear, when you use it on small parts such as this, it really works good. If Minnie can kind of get a glance at that and see the reflection of possibly me. Can you see me in there?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, so these parts will They've been sitting here for 2 days, and the retention of the clear held out. It didn't shrink down. Look at all the little pieces we painted. All right, and this was 1 flash coat and 2 full wet coats. Feel that right there, Minnie. All right. Slick as sand. Now,
Sand's not
you're asking me why didn't I use it on the car? I'm going to be honest with you. I don't lie and I don't cheat. It's like I told you at the beginning of this video. All right. This clear is good and awesome to use, and it's really good for all these little small parts where you don't have to buff. But if you are going to use that clear on a car like this and put 3 full wet coats, after you put 3 full wet coats of paint and then your epoxy primer under that and everything else, you will get shrink back and you will have to buff. Now, will you have to buff as much as I did on this? Will you have to color sand as much? Maybe not, maybe so. It all depends on the weather. Am I right, Minnie?
That's generally
all right.
The way it
I have used hundreds and different of clears. I always go back to the clear that I use because that's what I'm used to using. That is my tool in my shop, is the clear that I use. What can I say? Anything else about allcandy.com wet clear? What can I say, Minnie? Is there anything else I can say about it that, you know, I don't know. You know, it's a good clear, and it works very well. All right, so, you know, go to candy.com, allcandy.com, get a hold of 10, give them a talk, see what you're doing, what project you're working on. You might not need the extreme. All right, you might be able to get away with just the wet clear or the other one they have. I don't know. But it's a good clear to use. It's a clear that you can keep in your shop. All right, you can use it on collision jobs, bumper covers, fenders, under the hood. You can use this clear on anything you want to use. I don't use it because I use other stuff, but I do use this clear for stuff like you saw. All right, so, you know, a clear coat is a multi-use tool in your shop. You can use different clears for different stuff. One of the reasons I didn't use this clear to clear this car, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, is because this clear here is more expensive than that clear. Money is a big factor over here at my friend Pete's shop because I'm cutting deals, I'm spinning wheels, I'm trying to make a living, the customer's trying to save money. So for me to use that clear on this car, I'd have to charge the customer more money. I actually took a tour of that factory, and I actually went through. I actually made a video of the place with our buddy Cajun Ed, and I'm going to pull that video content out, and I'm going to make that video of the place. But right now, we're actually in the middle of trying to solve this mystery problem about wet clear. Allcandy.com's signature clear coat that he sells that's really famous on the internet, and find out what the real deal is on getting some of this and purchasing it so we can use it. I can use Concept 2021 or, you know, whatever. I prefer to use that. I've been using that clear there for over 25 years. The clear up there works beautiful. I like the way it works. It works awesome for me. It's a medium solid clear, not a high solid clear. And, you know, that's just me. But as far as the wet brand goes, or should we say Autobahn, all right, this is a very nice high extreme clear that would work wonders for you on your projects at home. You can use them in your shop if you're a shop owner. All right, you saw what I did in there. I'm repeating myself. You see the car right here. All right, this is not wet. Okay, this is the matrix. I had to work my ass off, me and Minnie, color sand and buffing this. It shrunk down. We had to bring the vibrance back to life by color sanding with 1500, then 2000.
But you know, Pete, I've seen this shop us use Concept 2021. We had to color sand and buff it too.
That's right. It all depends on the environment you're in, the object that you are painting, all right, the base coat that you are using.
Yes, ma'am. This is Michael.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, who is this?
This is Michael.
What company is this?
Paul Ashley Supply.
Are you the guys that make the Autobahn products?
We are, yes, sir.
So you're the creator of Autobahn.
Yes, sir.
What's up with the Glamour Clear?
The Glamour Clear, which one?
I don't
I
know.
have two.
You tell
I have
me.
two of them. Yes, sir. Well, I have, they're both good high solids clears. One mixes 4 to 1, one of them mixes 2 to 1.
Okay, so one's thicker than the other one.
Right, yes, sir. The thicker in viscosity and all that, yes, sir.
Okay, let me ask you another question. What's your name again?
My name's Michael.
Is Paul Ashley around?
That's the grandfather.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, who's the owner now?
That would be Kevin.
Okay, I'm a close friend of my buddy Ed Fields down there over at Ed's
Yes, sir.
Bodies.
Yes, sir.
I'm sure you're familiar with them. I actually I actually did a little tour of your factory a couple of years ago.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the owner took us through there, and I videotaped everything.
Okay.
Okay, so we actually got a problem going on over here. Now, I have several YouTube channels which are very large in size, and I have followers all over the world. And there is a clear called Wet Wet. Have you ever heard of that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what is the deal with this clear?
It is double UV protective clear.
Okay. So, how is a person supposed to purchase that clear when the person that's selling the clear cannot produce the clear? How can we buy that?
We've been shipping it out for him. I mean, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Have you placed an order and paid for it with him?
yes, people's called my shop. My name's Pete over here at Southwest Rod Custom over in Dallas, Texas. You can verify me with Ed Fields if you want.
Right, that's no problem.
Okay, but anyway, so I've actually made several videos about that clear. Now, I really don't, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't like the Glamour Clear at all.
Yes, sir.
I think that it buffs real bad, it sands horrible, and it just doesn't, work out for what I do. It might be good, like, for a quickie in and out used car lot type paint job, but, to me, doing professional high-end paint and body work, it doesn't fulfill my needs. So, Tien contacted me and asked me, hey, can you do some videos on my clear? So I made a couple videos of it. I kind of helped promote it for him. And then now all of a sudden I'm getting phone calls saying I can't order this clear. I paid for this clear and I haven't got any clear.
Okay.
What's going on with that?
I'm not sure what the deal is with him. I mean, we've been shipping it out.
Okay.
Let me get a gentleman on
So
here.
let me ask you this. Why
Yes, sir.
couldn't somebody call you guys and order it straight from you?
I'm not sure what the terms are on that because it is his private label. But, I mean, if you've ordered it through him...
Well, I didn't order any.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about my YouTube viewers have called me and said they've ordered it. They've paid for it. And they haven't got nothing.
I'm not sure what his deal is here lately. We've been coming across that. We've been shipping it out, though. We've been getting orders from his customers, and we've been
I
shipping.
got a guy named Bruce down here in Waco, Texas that paid $200. I don't even know how much that stuff costs, but he paid $200. I think he said $230 for a gallon setup of some of that extreme wet.
Yes, sir.
Never got his product. Contacted the 10. Contacted
Yes, sir.
10 about it. Never got any responses. Filed complaints with PayPal. Never got his money back.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I mean, to me personally, that's kind of giving you guys a bad name because you got your name all over the can.
Right, yes, sir.
I mean, what's the real deal on this private label stuff? Can I just come up to you and say, "Hey, I'm a popular guy on YouTube, and I want you to make a label that says Southwest Rod and Custom Clear for me, and I'm going to sell it."
I don't know the terms behind all that. I mean, that's above me, of course. But I mean,
Well, that's why I wanted to talk to the owner.
Okay, that's not a problem. Let me see if I can find him.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. And your name was Steve?
My name's Pete at SWRNC, Southwest Rod and Custom. I'm a close friend of Ed Fields.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 1 second, Mr. Pete.
All right, there's a lot of factors. What's that for?
Because you got dust all over
Do I got dust on my nose like a crack addict, Cocor?
Yeah, you look
All
like
right, how about now?
It's still there.
All right. I'm working, okay? So, this is my friend Pete, your friend Pete. We're over here at D.I.Y. Auto School doing a little promotion video for our buddy Tin. Tin just got out of a very bad situation. His wife almost died from cancer. I believe that he almost lost his place of business and had to relocate. And basically, he's been out of commission for a year or so by the conversation I had with him. So we kind of see what's going on here. It is a private label clear that is exclusively sold through allcandy.com. And when you call the company that actually manufactures the product, they got some kind of hold on selling it to the public because it is manufactured exclusively for this one guy. Now, I know, once again, I'm going to say Tan's had a lot of problems over there at allcandy.com, and he's, you know, this, that, and the other with personal issues, but that's why I'm doing this. I'm not trying to, you know, slander the guy or cut him down. I think he's a great person, and he works. Okay, here we go right here. Yeah, hello.
Okay, I'm not sure where he is. Can I get your number and have him call you right back, sir?
Yeah, sure. It's 972.
Yes, sir.
420.
420.
1293.
1293. Yes, sir. As soon as I can catch him, I'll
Okay, when do you think he's going to call? I mean, I got to go to work too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, he ought to come through here in the next few minutes, hopefully, and I can have him call you back.
Because I'm just going to let you know, this is giving you guys a bad reputation over there.
Right. Yes, sir.
And it's making you guys look like trash. Well, how do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, it's
When you got a company, when you got a guy, when you got a private label, let's say, guy out there that's producing and selling your product because you're making it, right?
right.
Okay, and your name's all over the damn thing.
Right.
All right, and then when people are ordering this stuff, they're not getting the product, they're not getting refunds on the product. They're having to file, they're having to file with PayPal to get money back. And guess who the culprit is? You.
Right.
You're the name. You're the guys making it, so that means you're the guys that are responsible. Because now the rest of the world doesn't know that, you know, this is private label stuff. As far as they're concerned, it's an Autobahn product.
Gotcha. Yes, sir.
And when you're advertised on World Wide Web, let's say YouTube, all right, you're being advertised as the manufacturer of that clear, and that you're not producing it. Now, I was told of a story that that O'Reilly sells that clear. Is that true?
He's advertising that. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. So if I call my local O'Reilly's here, I can go ahead and get a couple of gallons of that.
If they have it, yes, sir.
Okay. Now, do you guys ship it directly to O'Reilly's or what? I mean, how many stores are actually selling it out there?
I'm not sure on that part. I mean, there is one or two that I know for sure, but I don't know exactly how many.
Now, when you say one or two, what do you mean? Like right there in Shreveport?
No, sir. I'm not even sure where he's got them set up. Honestly, I don't ship them out to him.
Because, you know, to sell something like that to a large major corporation, you can't just sell it at one or two stores and advertise it, hey, I sell it at O'Reilly's.
Right, I understand.
Okay,
Yeah,
I mean, somebody in Alaska might watch a video and say, oh, I want to go get some of that clear.
Yes, sir.
And they go down to their O'Reilly's and say, well, this guy's a fucking liar.
Right.
O'Reilly's.
Yes, sir.
I got a guy in Florida that called me up and he was told to go to O'Reilly's. He goes over to the O'Reilly's. I'm sorry, not in Florida, in Lake Havasu, Arizona. He goes to O'Reilly's and they laughed at him. Said, what are you talking about? We've never even heard of that stuff.
Right. Yes, sir.
We don't know what you're talking about. We can't get that stuff.
Right.
All right, there's a lot of stipulations, a lot of accusations going on, and you know, it's putting you guys in the gutter.
Right. Yes,
as far as your product goes. And when you're, once again, I'm going to go ahead and mention again, when you're being advertised worldwide, that's not giving you a good name, buddy.
Right, yes, sir.
You know, so maybe you ought to have your buddy Keith call me up. Is that his name or Kevin?
Kevin.
Well, you better have Kevin call me up, maybe, you know, verify and clear the situation up.
Yes, sir.
Okay? And if you don't think I'm a straight up honest fucking guy, Give my buddy Ed over there at Ed's Body Shop a call, because we're best friends, and he'll tell you all about me. I don't know if I met you when I came over there a couple of years ago.
We may have, yes, sir, but I mean, I've been here for 10 years, so I'm sure we did, yes, sir.
Okay, well, I came through there, and we went on a detailed tour through your little factory, how you make paint and clear and the whole 9 yards. So,
yes, sir, yes, sir.
You know, that's all I'm trying to say, buddy. And here's one more example of using the wet candy, allcandy.com wet clear. Now, I had a little problem right here. We took care of that, but if you notice, this car has not been buffed. All right, this is straight out of the paint booth, no buffing. Like I said, there was a little imperfection right here. I had to buff it out. But other than that, look how clean this thing looks. It's just amazing. And I painted the whole front end of this car. We're not gonna buff it, that's it. It's a done deal. And Minnie the Body Shop girl's getting ready to wash the car and send it down the road. So, like I said, wetcandy.com or allcandy.com wet clear is not just good for show car stuff and show bike stuff and, you know, candy apple paints, but it's good for a lot of stuff. Now, the color looks different because this truck is filthy dirty. Okay, it's a filthy dirty truck. As you can see when I wipe that off. All right, matches really good. So, there you go. Yeah, I got videos of your product on my YouTube channels, and I'm getting slanderous calls that people that bought your product and can't even get it.
Right, yes, sir.
Should I tell them to call you?
You can more than welcome to have them call here, yes, sir.
But then on the other hand, you said you can't sell that product because it's private label.
Well, I mean, we can sell it, yes, sir. I mean, that's not an issue. I mean, I know for sure in the last couple of days we've had 3 or 4 of his customers call here and we've shipped it out. So, I mean, we can definitely take care of them. That's not an issue.
Okay, but what about somebody that's already paid for it? That's what I'm asking.
Well, especially if they paid for it, they can call here and we'll get it shipped out because, I mean, 10, he says something about his PayPal being locked up because of all the complaints and stuff, but...
Well, hold on, let's go back to that. Why is he getting complaints?
Of not getting material out.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
But, I mean, all he has to do is email us the orders and we ship them out. I mean, we've been shipping them out for over a month now, and we've had a couple of people say that they hadn't gotten the stuff, and we've been sending them out to them. Well,
what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I got a list of about 18 people here.
Yes, sir. Yes,
sir. Go ahead and give them what's your name again?
My name's Michael.
Okay, Mike, I'm going to give him your name and tell him to talk to you.
All right, Mr. Pete.
I got to go, bud.
All right, sir. I'll have Kevin call you as soon as I can.
If he's too busy, that's fine. You answered all our questions. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
And once again, as you can see, the clear retention held up perfect. All right, no bleed backs, no miscellaneous flaws, just nice, soft, perfect finish situation on these parts. No buffing required on this, definitely for sure. Okay, so you got the idea right there that something's going on, and I believe what the real problem is the personal problems that Tin is having is interfering with business. And, you know, sometimes that happens, but let's give our buddy Ed a call and see what he thinks about the situation. Good old Ed. Cajun Ed, modern technology guy.
Hey, Pete.
Yeah, what's up, Ed?
Yeah.
I just called your buddy Mike over there at Paul Ashley's.
Yes, now. What?
He seems like a nice guy.
Hey, what?
He seems like, you know him?
Oh, yeah, I know all that. Yeah. Yeah, Michael is the one that I usually see.
Dude, what? I can't hear you. What'd you say, Ed?
He is the one that I usually use, and he's a real nice guy to talk to. He's a good guy to deal with.
All right. So I can tell everybody just to call him then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just call Mike or anybody. Yeah, that would be good. Just might.
Okay.
You know, anybody there. There's a guy named Roger. He runs the. He's over the front desk.
So you think their product? You think that Autobahn product's a good product? Then is that what you're saying, K-Jeanette?
I've been using it.
You're using it for years. You're painting cars and kicking them out the door.
Yeah. And when one thing about that, when you paint with that stuff, I don't know how you do your clear coat, but here's one of the keys to making sure it goes on good and smooth. Your second coat or your third coat, however you use, be sure you don't let the other coat dry completely. Just let it tack up.
So you're saying instead of letting it dry thoroughly and re-clearing it, you wanna cut the dry time in half so it's a tacky coat, and then put your final coat on top of that.
No, just put another coat of clear on top of it.
That's what I just said. Put your final coat of clear on top of a tacky coat, not a dry coat.
Final, okay. I thought you said a vinyl coat. I said, what are you talking about?
No, final. The last coat, Ed. The final coat.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so how's modern technology treating you down there?
Oh, pretty good. It's just real hot here, Pete.
Okay, well, let me let you go. You sound...
on my frame machine now, and I come up with a part that's still leaking. I'm fixing to head back down and get another system for it.
Okay, well, let me let you go. It sounds like you're frustrated.
Yeah, I've got a lot going this morning. Monday's bad.
Okay, we'll talk to you later, bud. You take care.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, now that we're talking about red Mustangs, I actually had the car jacked up in the air, and I wasn't happy with the rocker panels. I wasn't happy the way the rocker panels were coming out. So yesterday when I painted the truck, I went ahead and repainted those rocker panels, and I went ahead and used the wet extreme clear on that. Let's take a look at that and see how those came out. And if you look right there, you can see came out perfect. Came out perfect. The feel on that is smooth as a baby's ass. It feels just like the buffed area. No buffing required on that situation either. So that's basically all I could say about the wet candy clear. See if I can dig down in here and get that can out so we can do a little bit more advertising. There it is right there. You can see just by the excitement and the angles that were going on over here, you can see I used that whole gallon of clear up. Real good stuff. Real good stuff. It's the ACX 9090 high solids clear. Get a hold of Tim over there and see what he can do for you on making everything better as far as the job easier. We'll see you later. Alright, so if you're looking for wet clear and you can't really get a hold of Tim out there over at allcandy.com, it sounds like Paul Ashley's got your back. The number's right here. Give them a call if you're looking for this stuff. And if you have already paid for it in advance and you're having problems with PayPal, call this number right here and they will take care of you and talk to a guy named Mike. This is Pete over at SWRNC trying to solve problems and finding situations that need the solutions to make everything work. Once again, we wish Tim the best of luck on his personal issues and problems, and hopefully he'll get back on his feet soon and get back in business the way that he should be. We'll see you later.